Odd 3 Flightsim.
Hello everyone. Welcome to this new video.
Set the 3, 2.
As you can probably hear, this time we started in the air already. I'm flying a 777F with about 92.7 tons of cargo, which is a lot. From Frankfurt to Vienna, and why I started in there was because I was asked to demonstrate how gliding works in this simulator. So I figured, yeah, why not? Let's do that before I actually go abroad myself next week. And yeah, so I will demonstrate how to land this 777, hopefully successfully without engines. I chose the 777 because I know her pretty well from an operational perspective. She's my favorite plane, so I obviously do most test flights with her, and I also have done some glider experiments with this aircraft, and I figured, I always love a challenge, so I could have also chosen an aircraft that I'm not so familiar with, but I figured, come on, I'll have to talk anyways, so it's probably better if I don't, have to worry about another aircraft as well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
289.1 miles to LOWW. 0 hours 16 minutes.
Yeah, I can increase the time acceleration rate again.
5.
I'm currently at flight level 310, meaning 31,000 feet. I want to get myself a gliding distance of about 95 miles to the airport, because since we have to factor in that we will get a longer approach, probably we have to add about 20 to 25 miles to that.
German cargo 228 heavy. Contact Munich Center on 133.55. Goodbye.
Freak 133.55.
This is Munich Center. Good morning. Squawk 1110. Descend and maintain flight level.
Squawk 1110. 1110.
So I just changed
250 miles to LOWW.
Munich control.
0 hours 5 minutes. Set the 6, set 8.
Increase the acceleration rate, and I'll stop time acceleration shortly after the normal top of descent, because I don't yet have an option to include direct to waypoints in the simulator, so I'll have to follow the scheduled route, which has some drawbacks, and in reality planes with a dual engine failure wouldn't actually do that, but yeah. I could have also waited until I had directs, but I figured, come on, why not just show it normally.
59.6, 194.2, waypoint 8, mile. 31,000 feet, max 0.84.
I have the autopilot disengaged as well already, so that one doesn't annoy me with anything.
Set the 9, 10, 11, 12.
So as you can see, I am pretty much prepared as well as I can be. Because I know what's coming. I'll be turning off the engines myself because I have more than enough fuel. So if I realize it early enough, of course, that no, this actually won't work out because of distance or a lack of speed or altitude, I can always turn the engines back on again. So yeah, we hopefully won't crash, but we'll see. We'll see. I have no idea.
Contact Vienna Center on 132.6. Bye-bye.
Frequency 132.6, 132, 112.8 miles.
Vienna Center, good morning. Squawk 4024, descend
Squawk
and maintain flight level
4024, 1.
So I just reduced the time acceleration rate to normal, so 1.
102.7 miles to LOWW. 0 hours 12 minutes.
Yeah, that was the warning for the top of descent. The
16.36.
Normal top of descent will come in about 16 miles, so I'll shut off the engines pretty much whenever that happens. yeah. Just for information, as I said, I have done this multiple times before, but no approach is the same. Because, for example, right now, I have never done a flight or an approach without engines with the 777X with a loaded aircraft. I have only flown her empty for such things. So I'll be about 90 tons heavier than normal. Yeah, so that is a change, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I have no idea. I think it'll work out.
8.98, 93.
But we'll see. Okay, so yeah, we actually have an engine failure now.
Auto throttle. Engine 1's engine 2 stopping. All engines deactivated. Zero. APU starting.
Something's
Eagles.
screaming at me.
Cabin altitude.
Oh,
Cabin
right.
altitude.
Climb and maintain
APU
flight level
operational.
310.
Cabin alt LVLCHG.
No, I won't climb to 310. Forget it, I can. It's physically impossible.
Minus 2.6.
Yeah, so as you heard, if you heard it,
Zero straight ahead.
I think you did, I turned off the engines and then turned on the APU, and the aircraft was complaining because of the cabin altitude that, yeah, shot into the stratosphere. Yeah, so we are now gliding along. I'll try to keep you in the loop about what is going on. I can't guarantee anything because I have to actually think. But yeah, we're currently passing through flight level 290 at a speed of 276. Our stall speed is 153, so just to keep that in mind. And it will stay in that range, so 150 to 155 will be our stall speed when we are flying straight. In turns, it's obviously a bit higher, so I do want to stay above 230 knots until we get down to the runway. I think that's a good idea.
Minus 2.6.
That's our glide path angle.
78 point.
So we will stay a bit higher than we need to be, because, as I said, I have to add in the approach. So I'll try to stay a bit higher until I know the exact distance to the final waypoint. The automatic navigation still works, which is helpful because I don't really want to have to worry about this one. I did a flight once without any assistance, so without automatic navigation and all that stuff. Let's just say it was an experience that I don't particularly care to repeat. So, yeah. I'll just keep us in the range of between 260 and 270 knots for now. We'll keep descending.
Obs 32. Flightsim. Kienruck Mulbang.
Okay, it's currently fetching the weather. I hope the game comes back.
Anti-ice deactivated.
Ah, there it is. Yeah. It does sometimes take a while for the game to come back when it
Eagles.
has fetched the
Anti-ice
weather.
anti-echo.
So the anti-ice was
Weather.
deactivated.
Wind from 316 degrees weather. Wind from 10.33 mile. 71.
Let's get us the
This is LOWW.
Gators.
Addis information. F. Time. 0900. Wind from 316 degrees at 13 knots. Gusts up to 22 knots. Visibility 42,700 feet. Temperature 17 degrees Celsius. Dew point 7 degrees Celsius. Covering clouds at 4,100 feet. Runway in use 34. Runway condition dry. QNH 1019.9. This is LOW. No
okay.
Eagles. PS.
It will be a approach for runway 34, which is pretty much the not so good runway.
Anti-ice
Say it
active.
that way.
Eagles. Anti.
Yeah, the anti-ice is going doing its thing. So yeah, don't worry about this. Actually, it's fine. It's doing its thing.
64 point.
We're more than high enough. We are at flight level 254.
German cargo 228 heavy. Descend and maintain flight level 230.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, I also can't really do emergencies until now regarding the radio, so that was just, doing its thing.
Waypoint 13, WW 450, 23,300 feet, 6.0.
I actually try to stay above that. I try to stay above the guidance, if at all possible, which it is in this case. I mean, I'm at about 247 knots right now regarding speed, so a bit slower than I'd like, but it's fine. Since we're still at flight level 243, we can regain some speed. And it's more important for me to stay above the scheduled glide path
German
because
Cargo 228 Heavy. Descend and maintain flight level 130. German
because
Cargo
that
228
enables
Heavy.
me
Contact
to
approach
fly
on
the
134.675. Have a nice
Frequency
flight.
1.65, 100.
German Cargo 228
Approach
Heavy.
clear.
This is Wien Schwechat approach. Good morning. Descend and maintain flight level 130.
Select the RNA ILS.
Valid.
I want an
German
ILS.
Cargo 228 Heavy. Expect vectors for ILS runway 16.
Select
Ah, it
landing
changed.
129, 11, 2016.
Not bad.
Select RNA ILS. 29.5 miles to Ballard, ILS. 0 hours 5 minutes. 87.6 miles.
Okay.
Minus 1.9.
So it will be challenging, somewhat. I'll see if I can pull this off. Not sure. But I'll try. And I'll also upload it if I fail.
Anti-ice deactivated.
Yeah, but I think
Ecos
I might be able to pull it off. I might be able to. But I am reducing my speed to only stay above about 200 knots. Thereabout. Because, when you're losing your engines on an aircraft, you can exchange speed for altitude or altitude for speed. And I, at the moment, am exchanging speed for altitude. So I let the speed drop in order to keep a higher altitude. That enables me to later exchange altitude for speed if necessary. So that's why I'm doing this. So 207, yeah, we'll stay there, and I'll push the nose down slightly, and we'll accelerate a bit. And I'll just keep going similar to this until we get down. You can hear that we are flying through clouds because the base is slightly increased. Or
Weather.
are we flying
Wind
through
from
clouds?
221
normal
degrees at
wind?
58 knots. Gusts up to 63 knots. Visibility 42,700 feet. Temperature minus 28 degrees Celsius. Dew point minus 42 degrees Celsius. Pressure 400.
Ah, no, we aren't flying through clouds. Just sounded like it.
75.6 miles to LOWW. 16.72 miles to Ballard, ILS. 0 hours 3 minutes.
After that waypoint, we'll know our exact distances to the approach, because then the aircraft will automatically turn towards it. But it should work. It should work, I hope. So just from my rough calculations, it's actually working out pretty well for now. Let the speed drop again slightly to keep the altitude, because we just passed 220 knots. By the way, I'll have to extend the gear and the flaps later. I'll only do that on the ILS because I'm actually descending at a pretty shallow angle at the moment. So when I'm on the ILS, I'll have to descend at a much steeper angle, which will allow me to gain a significant amount of speed back. Not that I really need it, but it allows me to extend the flaps and gear probably quite early. I might actually have to extend the gear earlier than normal in order to actually slow down. We'll see. What I will do...
1, 2, 3, 4, max auto.
is set the auto brake to the maximum setting, because I don't know how fast we will be coming in. If I find out that we will manage to, get down at a normal speed, so everything below 170 knots, I can still reduce that setting, but I probably won't, for safety reasons.
6.32 miles to Ballard. 64 PFMCP.
Good. By the way, why I chose this route, I know the airport in Vienna quite well, and I know that there's nothing that I can crash into around this airport. So, yeah, that's why I chose it. By the way, it's really weird to see a 0 for the N1 value on my braille display. That's just, no, you don't want to see that, actually. That's not supposed to happen at all.
Waypoint 14, Ballard. 12,800.
Okay, but we're way above that. We will be about 6,000 feet above the
2.8.
the altitude that we should be aiming for on this waypoint. Yeah, pretty much 6,500 feet above.
38.21 miles to approach fix. 58.3 miles to LOWW. ILS. 0 hours 11 minutes.
Okay, 58 miles for 18,000 feet. 18,000 feet at a 3-degree descent angle. That works out to 56 miles. No, not 56 miles, 54 miles. Hey, we're pretty much bang on. Nice.
57.7 miles to LOWW. ILS. 0 minus 2.4. Minus 3.4.
So we'll keep descending at a glide path angle of between minus 2.4 and minus 3.6. That will probably average itself out to about minus 3, meaning that we will reach the approach fix and therefore the ILS at a pretty good altitude, I think. We'll see if it works out. We're currently accelerating quite quickly, so I'll reduce that
minus 2.
glide path again to minus 2. Yeah, as I said, preferably high. Because, I mean, yeah, duh. I do want to have a bit of a margin for error. Not that I do have that much, but
52.
a bit would be kind of nice. I mean, I don't have engines, so margin for error, what is that? It doesn't really exist in my case, but you know what I mean. Besides, I'll have to do a almost 180-degree turn to get onto the runway, because my current course is 030. No, not 030, 003, meaning that to touch down on runway 16 and to intercept the ILS, I'll have to turn about 160 degrees, which will lead to a lot of speed being lost. So, yeah, that is going to happen. But yeah, at the moment we increased our speed actually
minus 1.9
to about 240 knots. I didn't do anything. It's just yeah, the weather is apparently better, and we are just cruising along without engines, but still.
Berserk bar.
Anyway,
Owenhausen. Catastrophe.
I know where we are.
45.
Okay, so 45 miles, we're at 16,000 feet. Yeah, that's totally fine, actually. That's totally fine. Might be a bit high for intercepting the ILS, but should work. Yeah, I'll have to fly the ILS manually, of course, because the autopilot died. The only thing I have is automatic navigation. So, yeah, but I will do that, and yeah, just as a reminder, glide slope means I'm too high, sink rate means I'm too low, so that I don't always have to say what I'm doing. Because when I'm too low, I'll obviously pull back the nose slightly to lift it, to get a bit higher. When I'm too high, I'll push it forward to get a bit lower. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
39.5.
There isn't really that much more to it. Yeah, well, now we are actually kind of high.
38.
Anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
-2.
I have to bleed off some speed. No, not some speed, some altitude. Okay, so I will let
-2.9.
the aircraft increase its speed to about 270 if we get there, because we need to get lower, and I don't really want to extend speed brakes if I don't absolutely have to. On the ILS, yeah, it's fine, because then I pretty much know how much potential energy I have and how far I can go, and how far I have to go in speed and altitude terms, what my margins are. But until I am on the ILS, it's all just thinking and pretty much all guesswork. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of reluctant. Okay, I'll stop the speed increase at 260. Slow down again. Or rather, reduce
-1.8.
my descent rate, which happens to lead to me slowing down. So I might actually be below 250. Yeah, I'll be below 250 when going below 10,000 feet, which is where we are supposed to be actually. So yeah. I'm currently passing flight level 132, 13,200 feet. It is kind of eerie not to hear engines, but knowing that you're still flying, it's weird.
Wien.
I'm above Vienna.
Receiving.
Yeah, hey, at least this aircraft's quiet for a change.
8.29. 28.
That's something. Okay, so 8.2 miles to the approach fix, so I'm way too high. Let's bleed off some altitude. Let's push this
-3.7.
this thing down. Because I'm still at 12,300 feet. And at the approach phase I should be at about 7,000 or 8,000 maximum. So yeah, I'll get down there. I aim for about 9,000 so that I have a bit of leeway. By the way, I'm talking feet above sea level, not feet above ground. So yeah. Vienna is at 600 feet above sea level, the airport.
3.58 miles to approach fix. ILS.
Damn it, we're at 290 knots. What the family?
69 right at 74.
Okay, so we're turning. I am
18 point.
kinda actually really high.
Set speed 1.
Okay, that's some speed brakes.
-4.7. 19 point.
So we are turning to intercept the ILS. We are
Set
actually
speed 2. 3.
kind of too fast to successfully
speed 4.
intercept, which is why I'm extending the speed
Set
brakes.
speed 5.
Just to get rid of some of that speed, because we have to keep descending, but we also have to intercept
19.7.
the ILS.
37 right at 100. Flying through clouds.
Yeah, okay, I'm flying through clouds.
28 right
It's
at 104.
Fine. Leave me alone, man.
19.6. .47 right at 149. LNAV.
I'm turning manually
57 right. 18 point.
to help
53
with,
right at
intercepting the
179.
ILS.
46 right at 117. 42 right at 100. Set speed 4 2 1 0. 44 right at 194. 37 right at 100.
Bank angle.
30 right at 17.49 miles to LOWW, ILS. 0 hours 3 minutes. 13 right at 194. Set speed 1, 2, 3. 14 left at 100. LNAV active.
I know there's a lot going on at the moment. I'm sorry, but I can't talk at the moment.
16. 36 left at 164. 32 left at 164. 43 left at 1. LNAV.
Currently trying to intercept the ILS, and I'm kind of a bit too fast.
14.22 left at 149. 13 left at 149. 3 left at 100. LNAV. 2 right at 149. 6 right at 149. 6 right at 149. 13.57 miles to LOWW. ILS identified. 3 right at set speed 4, 5.
Glide slope.
I am well aware that I'm way too high.
17 right at
Don't
107.
worry, I do know that.
13 point.
Glide slope.
$12.1 miles to LOW. 5 left at 100. Set speed 4, 3, 2.
Glide
1.
slope.
9 right at 168. Set speed 2. Minus 4. Minus 3.9. 0. 10.39 miles to LOWW. ILS. 0 out.
Slope.
Set speed 4.
As you can
2
hear,
left.
it is still trying to
Glide slope.
Good.
Glide slope.
to
Glide
the
slope.
ILS. I
Glide
think
slope.
now it pulled it
Glide
off.
slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Set speed 3, 4,
Glide
5,
slope.
5.
Glide slope.
Let's get out some
Glide
Minus
slope.
out of clouds.
Glide
Z-
slope.
8.18
Glide
minus
slope.
5.9.
Think rate.
2500.
Think rate. Think rate. Think
Set
rate.
speed 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Think rate. Think rate.
Minus
German
2.9.
Cargo 228 heavy. Contact tower on 119.
Frequent 119.4.
German Cargo 228 Heavy.
Glide slope.
Landing takeoff.
Western
Landing.
Tower, good morning. Radar contact established.
Set speed
German
1, 2.
Cargo 228 Heavy.
Think
Clear
rate.
to land. Runway
rate.
I'm really
16.
sorry for
Wind 3
not
06
actually being able to
degrees,
Minus
talk.
2.
You're done and unstable. QNH 1020.
Set the flat 1, 5.
Oh damn, this approach is going to be tough.
Slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide
Flat
slope.
set.
Glide slope.
Minus
Glide
3.5.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide
I
slope.
have to somehow get the
Glide
speed
slope.
down.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Set speed 1, 2, 5, 4, 3.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Set speed 4. Set
Think
speed
rate.
5.
Think rate.
Approaching
Think rate.
1.
Think
Set the
rate.
flat 520.
German Cargo 228 Heavy. Clear to land. Runway 16. Wind 309
500.
degrees 12 knots. Gusts of 24 knots.
Glide slope.
QNH
Minimums.
1020.
Glide slope.
400. Minimums.
Damn it!
0.
I'm way too fast.
Think rate.
Flat set.
200.
Set
Glide
speed
slope.
2, 1.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
No, actually, it's not that bad.
Glide
100.
slope. Glide slope.
6, 4, 5.
Glide
50,
slope.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Touchdown!
9,000.
At a speed of 175 knots. I did get the speed down quite significantly. Nice! No, I won't contact anyone. I'll just stop. Whew!
7,000 feet remain.
That was something.
430.61 miles. 33 minutes. Parking.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this insanity. And yeah,
Off.
if you have any other things that you would like to see in a video or anything else you'd like me to show of this simulator, then feel free to leave a comment below. I'd love it if you press the like and subscribe button, maybe share this video with my friends, and if you like what I do, then you can also donate via Patreon or PayPal, depending on what you prefer. You can also join the Discord server, and yeah, anyway, have a nice day. I hope you enjoyed it.